I was just a child when I first understood who Moses truly was. Not just our leader, but the man who shaped our destiny. It was the edge of the promised land. After 40 years, we were finally there. And Moses stood above us all.
Remember, my children, remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. He has led us through the wilderness, and now He brings us to the land of promise.
Those words stuck with me, even as a child. I sensed their importance.
Moses, my faithful servant, prepare the people. The time has come for your final teachings.
Yes, Lord, I will guide them one last time.
We could all feel it. The anticipation, the uncertainty. The promised land was so close, yet still so unknown.
Why do you cry, little one?
As I watched Moses comfort that child, I realized he wasn't just our leader. He was our father, our teacher, our friend, and his legacy would guide us into the promised land and beyond. I remember the day Moses began his final teachings. The air was different somehow, charged with anticipation.
40 years. How can I possibly...
Even as a child, I could sense his struggle. How do you sum up a lifetime in a few speeches?
My brothers, help me remember our journey, every triumph, every hardship.
As the people gathered, I saw doubt in some faces. The promised land was so close, yet still so unknown.
Children of Israel, hear me. Remember how the Lord delivered us from Egypt, parting the very sea before us.
As Moses spoke, it was as if we could see it all happening again, the past and present blurred.
And at Sinai, the Lord gave us His commandments, binding us to Him forever.
I noticed Joshua then, hanging on every word. He knew these would be the teachings he'd have to carry forward.
You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an idol.
With each commandment, I felt the weight of our covenant. It was overwhelming, even for a child. Looking around, I could see I wasn't alone in feeling, well, everything. I can still hear Moses' voice, clear as day, teaching us the words that would define our faith.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength.
It was as if the very air vibrated with those words. I felt changed somehow. We all did.
Beware that you do not forget the Lord your God when you have eaten and are satisfied, when you have built fine houses and settled down.
The shadows, they seemed to come alive, showing us a future we feared but couldn't quite comprehend. I shivered, even in the desert heat.
My children, I must tell you, I will not be crossing over with you into the promised land. The Lord has decreed that I shall see it from afar, but Joshua will lead you there.
In that moment, it felt as if all the air had been sucked out of the camp. How could we go on without Moses? He was everything to us. I watched him go, this man who had been more than a leader to us. For the first time, I saw him not as a prophet, but as a man, burdened, tired, yet still full of love for his people. His path led to Mount Nebo, where he would have his final encounter with God. I remember the day Moses emerged from his tent. There was something different about him, a kind of peace. The same peace I'd seen when he comforted that crying child.
Joshua, come, it is time.
We all gathered to watch. The air was thick with the scent of anticipation and desert dust.
Before all Israel, I appoint you as my successor. Be strong and courageous, for you must go with this people into the land the Lord swore to their ancestors to give them.
It was as if we could see the mantle of leadership passing from one to the other, the weight of our future settling on new shoulders.
Children of Israel, hear the blessings I give to each tribe.
With each blessing, it was like the very air came alive. I saw lions and eagles, olive trees and ships, all shimmering in the air around us. It was beautiful and heartbreaking.
And now, my children, I must go. Remember the Lord your God. and all that I have taught you.
We watched him climb, our hearts heavy yet full of hope. At the summit, he paused and looked out. I'll never forget the look on his face. I don't know what Moses saw that day, but I like to imagine it was everything we had dreamed of, and more. A land flowing with milk and honey, just as God had promised. And just like that, he was gone. But not really. Moses would always be with us, in every law we followed, every story we told, every act of kindness we showed one another. As we stepped into our new home, I realized Moses' greatest legacy wasn't just leading us here. It was teaching us how to live, how to love God, and how to be a people. And that would live on forever.